What's going on, everybody? In today's video we are going to be showing you how to use the API Freshwater Master Test Kit. Before I do get into that, I just want to say this isn't everything you're going to need to make sure your aquarium is safe, depending on your livestock you're adding into your aquarium. For shrimp, you're going to want to add a GH and KH test, but if you're just keeping a beta or something like that, then this should be efficient. There are better test kits out there, but they do range around $100 to $200. I got this on sale for $30 at Petco. So first we're going to start with the pH. There's a low range and a high range pH. And this one's pretty simple. It tells you how many drops to add into the bottle. And I'll explain the high range and low range in just a second. So we add 3 drops into there, cap it up, and give it a good shake. As you can see, it's light blue, which on the meter here would be 7.6 for the normal range pH. And when we do the high range, again, well, for this one we add 5 drops for the high range pH. And you do want to make sure, I just spilled that, so I have to refill that. We'll use we'll use a different one here. Okay, you can see this one is pretty like orangish yellow, which would be showing more near the 7.8 on the high range. So now it doesn't really explain on what to do with that in the instruction manual. You could always average it out and say you're between a 7.6 and 7.8. Or you could just be like, it's a 7.8 and you can lower it from there. Regardless, the pH isn't that variable in terms of the normal and high range, at least from my testing. So do with that what you will, maybe do some more research. I just kind of take the average. So I would say I'm at like a 7.7 pH for my 5.5 gallon fish tank up here. Alright, so next we're going to do the ammonia test now that I've refilled my vial here. And it's good to note that there's a 5 milliliter little line on here, which you'll see if you get this kit. And you want the meniscus, which is, there's like the water will go in a kind of a bottom U shape essentially. And you want the bottom of that water to be touching the 5 milliliter mark so that you get an accurate reading. So with the ammonia here, we're going to take bottle test number 1 first. It's important you do this correctly and not out of order, or the test will be wrong. We want to add 8 drops of number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Cap that up. And after this, you don't really want to shake it. Just kind of close the lid and rotate it back and forth a few times just to get that mixed up well. Open it back up. Take your bottle number 2, and we're going to add 8 more drops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And once you add the second bottle in there, what we're going to do is we're going to shake this for 30 seconds at least. And once you've shaken this up for 30 seconds, go ahead and set this aside. That has to sit there for 5 minutes before the test will be accurate. So, and I do find if you let it sit for like 20 minutes plus, that the color will change. It'll also stain your vial here if you have plastic ones. So really try to get that 5 minutes correct there. Alright, so now we're going to be doing the nitrite test. This is kind of the same deal here. You're going to want to Add your 5 drops of the nitrite to your bottle with 5 milliliters of liquid in there. And you're going to want to shake it to 5 to 30 seconds. Five drops. Okay. Again, the nitrite test, you do have to wait 30 seconds for that to properly show you the correct levels of nitrite. Now, the one that confuses people a lot here is going to be the nitrate test. I see this all the time when I'm browsing online. When you read the instruction manual, it tells you that you should shake the nitrate test bottle number 1 for a solid 30 seconds, and you want to get that pretty accurately. So I'm going to be using just my timer app on my phone here, because when I did this the first time, I didn't shake the actual chemical bottle there, and my tests were incorrect. So you know, you do have an instruction manual here. It just, you got to make sure you're not being dyslexic or something, and you know, read it incorrectly like I did the first time. So we're gonna take our bottle here. You're just gonna want to shake it for 30 seconds. Start your stopwatch on your phone. So after that 30 seconds is up, open up your bottle, and you're gonna want to add 10 drops of solution number 1 into your test vial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and cap that up so we don't spill it. And then you're just going to want to invert this a few times. Don't shake it, just mix it up a little bit. So now, what we want to do is take our solution number 2. We're going to open this back up. And solution number 2, you do not have to shake the chemical bottle, but we will shake it when we add it in here. I want to add another 10 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so for this one, you want to shake this solution for an entire minute. Get my timer here, start, and you're just going to keep shaking for the whole minute. And then after the minute's done, we're going to wait 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back for the test results and show you what my tank is doing. Alright, so it's been 5 minutes now, and we're going to go over the results here. Again, we have all of our proper colors that we need on the back of this card. And I already showed you the guys at the pH. We have about a 7.7 pH is what I'm going to call it. And let's start with the ammonia here. So with the ammonia, you can see that, I don't know if you can see it very well on the camera, it's mostly yellow, maybe slightly green. So I might have to do like a 15% water change here. I haven't done this test in a few weeks. I'll show you my tank after this. It's a 5.5 gallon with like 100 plus ram's horn snails, heavily planted, and a betta fish. So I just want to make sure the fish is comfortable and things like that. So see, not much ammonia, if any at all. It is kind of hard to read these results depending on your lighting, but I'm going to do a little water change just to be safe. For our nitrites, we have 0 ppm. Light blue on the top there, so that is good. And for our nitrates, we also have 0 ppm. It is yellow, and I'll show you why that is. You know, I have a lot of people telling me you can't have that much livestock, especially with a betta fish or something, in a 5.5 gallon tank, which is the minimum size for a betta fish. I was going to put shrimp in there, but it's just way too crowded, especially since I want to breed them. I didn't want like a million different fish in there. I'm also going to sell the ram's horn snails or give them away. So if you guys need any, definitely let me know in the comments and we can work that out. But I'll show you the tank and just show you how a planted tank can really help you keep your levels stable and your tank nice and healthy. I mean, I have super clear water. I have a bunch of breeding snails. My fish is always swimming around happy. His colors, since I got him at the store, have really just come through. He eats well. So let's get to that. So there's my fish tank. You can see the betta swimming around in there. There's a bunch of little baby snails, bigger ram's horn snails. And they're breeding like mad. So that's probably why I have a little bit of ammonia, but it's really nothing to worry about. He's not showing any signs of distress or anything like that. You can see he's swimming around. He has his favorite corner. He comes to the top when I go over there to feed him. I have a lot of Rotala Rofundalia red, which is the majority of the tank, as well as some Anubias nana. And I forget what that... I forget what that grass is at the bottom, but ever since I've added the snails and the fish, all the plants have just come alive with all that natural fertilizer from the fish poop and all the bacteria in there. It's its own little ecosystem, and the water is super clear. I don't have anything crazy expensive in terms of filters, just a cheaper sponge filter. I'm gonna add some algae in there, or some algae wafers for the snails to keep them going, so I can get that livestock stable and keep rising, so that I can do what I need to do with the snails. But that just shows you how, if you have a heavily planted tank, that you can keep your parameters really stable, keep the tank beautiful. The plants are going to use all the ammonia, nitrites, and nitrates to grow and be happy and healthy as well. So if you guys were worried about planting a tank, I honestly recommend it. It's not much work to do. Like every 2 weeks or so, I trim the plants up. Specifically the stem plants, just because I don't want it to be too overcrowded for the fish. But anyways, that's how you use the API Master Freshwater Test Kit. And I'll see you guys next time.